Sikia ukame, fanya kuturo ya huruma tu. Leo hata nimekopa kwa ndege, nimekopa mara 3 sijalipa hata leo, sijui leo tutalala leo. Kenya tuko na ukame, unajua hii miezi ni ya ukame. Sina pesa hata nduru hata kwa mfuko leo, sijui tutafanya mna gani leo. Nimekopa saa hizi, nimekopa mara 3, hata nimekopa kurudi huko.
Imagine this, guys. You've worked for 2 months. You haven't been paid your salary. Like, it's not like you're new in that house. You've been working. You've stayed in that house for 7 months. Then, all of a sudden, after 2 months, your boss is not paying you. Like, you work for 2 months without salary. So you decide, because your boss is not paying you, you are going to stop working. Because now you cannot work without salary. So after you stop working, your boss denies you food. Like, they tell you, since you are not working, we will not give you food. And so you try to reach out to your agency that brought you here. And they tell you, yeah, you should endure. You should be patient with your boss. Remember, it's 2 months. Everything has stopped. Everything you're financing is not working. Like, maybe if you're paying school fees, your kids are in the house. They're not going to school because there is no money. You have not been paid for 2 months. So you are stressed up. Your agency is not giving a solution and you don't know what to do. So you decide to call your family. Maybe they can encourage you or maybe advise you on what to do. So you think, you decide that the best person to call will be your father, because you know mothers, when you tell them stories like that, they develop blood pressure and everything, you know mothers. So at least fathers are strong. They will encourage you, tell you what to do, or maybe just give you a word of advice. So you tell your father that you have not eaten for 2 days. Sincerely speaking, this girl had not eaten for 2 days. I know you'll be surprised. You know, sometimes before we go for a strike here, you normally maybe take some snacks and store them in your room, just in case they don't give you food. You can survive on those snacks, the biscuits and water, or maybe biscuits and some Pepsi, some juices. So that is what this girl had been eating, and she didn't know that the Arab boss will deny her food because she has striked. So she just, it happened, it was a coincidence that she had some biscuits in her room. Okay, so she ate those biscuits and the biscuits are finished, and now, like, for more than 12 hours, she has not eaten anything. So she's stressed up and she decided that maybe let me call my father. Maybe my father can encourage me or advise me, or maybe just give me hope. Because you know you are hopeless now. You don't know what to do. The agency is not responding. And upon calling the father and informing the father that she has not eaten for 2 days, that is what the father had to say. Like, no even sympathy. Like, the father is not even sympathizing with her daughter. Like, your daughter is just telling you that she has not been paid for 2 months. She has not eaten for 2 days. And the only thing you can tell her is that you don't have money yourself. You are expecting that same daughter to send you money. That daughter that has not eaten for 2 days. You want that daughter to send you money because situations are difficult in Kenya. Because you have borrowed everywhere in Kenya. Okay, I'm not saying that your daughter should not support you. But can't you just have that empathy? Like, can't you just sympathize with her? Can't you just feel sorry for your daughter? Like, your daughter is telling you she has not eaten for 2 days. She is in a foreign country. You don't know how she's staying there. You don't know what she's going through. You can't even say sorry. All you want is just money to pay your debts, to feed your family and everything. You're just thinking about yourself. I know most of you will come here and tell me that now I'm losing it because I'm talking about parents. Parents need to be respected. But imagine you are that girl. You are telling your father your problems. Instead of your father maybe just giving you a word of hope, your father is adding you problems. Like, he is going to add the stress on your stress. Like, now you'll be stressed. Your family doesn't have anything to eat. What will it have costed you if you just decided to lie and say that maybe you are doing okay, just to make this girl at least feel at ease, instead of adding on her stress? She is already stressed now. and you're still demanding money from her. Where do you want her to get the money from? Where, seriously, do you want her to get the money from? African parents, I know I'm an African too, but I thank God for my parents. But some of these stories that I encounter, I come across on social media, they just make me sad each and every day. Like, there is this story of this lady. She's working here. She's working here in Saudi. And the mother is expecting that girl to send everything she's earning. Like, she shouldn't save anything. Like, the mother is even giving orders. You know, sometimes we work here and you can work even for 3 months without salary. But our African parents don't want to understand that. Like, they just demand, if it's the end of the month, they want that money. So what if you have not been paid? What will happen now? Will you beat your boss so that you can get the money to send to your parents? Listen to this girl here.
I'm strong here. Okay, nimeamka asubuhi into this. Na my mom ameniambia nisijaribu kukanyaga nyumbani after 2 years. So, iko hivi. My mom has been insisting a lot since I came here. Na tujui kuwa in good terms na my mom, okay? So, my mom alisema since nipande ndege na kuanga na madharau, hadi nilimwachia mtoto. Me have been sending upkeeps. I've been sending upkeep since nikuje hapa hivi. So my mom does not say something like that. So jana kitu saa 3 nikasema nimeamka, hebu wacheko niingie kwa phone nione. Napata voice note za mamangu karibu 12. Na mjue date 18 have sent salary yangu yote. Kuna kitu ilikuwa happen home na walikuwa wanataka do. Nimetuma salary yangu yote sijasave. So mimi nikamwambia mom, mimi sina hata shilingi saizi, sina hata bob. My mom akafikiria kuwa I don't have any shilling. Ananiambia jana ati naona unakula starehe na marafiki zako mali huko. This is not Africa country. Utakuja kunikumbuka wewe msichana. Usikuje kwa kaburi yangu kulia. Sijui nini mara nini. Sasa nashinda nisikuje kwa kaburi yako kulia. Imagine mzazi kama ameacha akisema utatoka kwa hiyo country kama umekufa. So mimi nataka kumwambia huo si unblock. Na hata nikileta kama nimekufa usishughulike na mwili yangu, sawa? Just leave it like that. Unajua nilikuachia mtoto first thing. So kama nitakuja kama nimekufa usijaribu kunitesea mtoto. Juu spirit yangu itakusumbua. Sisi nikuje huku nakonga na issues na wewe. Sijui pata amani. And you are supposed to be the first person to give me peace. Okay? Salary yangu kidelay, mamangu anakonga na matusi. I don't know if kama ni mamangu peke yake ama pia mama zenu. Hiyo time naongea na yeye nimwambie namtumia pesa, she's so nice, she's smiling. Akishapata pesa azije kwa mshwaji, unajua hizo zilikuwa reversed, anaanza kukutusi. Ameniambia nisikanyage kwake na anajua pesa ya 2 years ni ngapi. Nikienda nyumbani bila hiyo pesa nitamtambua. Kwani namfanyia kazi? Sitakuja kwako, nitatafuta room, nikae, nichukue mtu wangu, nimpeleke orphanage, ni buy job, niende country nyingine, and you'll never see me. Ifike extend unilaani kitu nisijafanya, nimejipeleka kwa kamkutano for 5 minutes nikona sijafanya kitu. It's just because of my money nimekufanya hivi. Utaki niongee after nimekutumia do. Utaki kukaishiwa pesa. Unataka tutumie saa hiyo.
The people that we are expecting to bless us are the ones that are cursing us now. Imagine such words coming from your parent. Not just your parent, your mother, your biological mother, the person who is supposed to wish you all the best. So what do you stand to gain from the failure of your child? What do you stand to gain as a parent when your child fails? What do you stand to gain? You are cursing your child, and she's in the Middle East. You even You even have the guts to tell her that you wish that she comes back in a coffin. You wish your own child dead just because she didn't send you the money that you wanted. You guys, I know you will condemn me for talking about this, but do you think that's right? Do you think your parent is supposed to curse you because you didn't send her the money that she requested? What if you don't have that particular time? Or is it because if you are abroad, you're not supposed to lack money? Like you just have to have money all the times. Like you can't lack because you are abroad. So when something bad happens to this child, God forbid, will you be sorry? Or you will celebrate because it was your wish from the beginning? I know sometimes you disagree with the decisions of your kids. I know sometimes kids can be difficult to deal with, but always bless your child. Speak something positive about your child. It's not okay to curse your kids. You know, parents' words are very strong. Parent words are very strong. It's not okay to say something negative about your kid, especially curses, things like, I wish you die in that country. That is very, very strong statement to come from a mother. It's very wrong of you, by the way, if you say that to your child, no matter what they did. It's not okay. Your child will remain your child. Even if she's 60 years old, she will still be your child. And you have to correct her, not curse her. Cursing her is not a solution. You're not solving anything when you are cursing her. Because you know your words are very strong. And you know you have the powers to curse her. And whatever you say can come to pass. So what will you stand to benefit from the failure of your kid? What do you stand to benefit when your child comes back in a coffin? Even if you don't agree with the decisions of that child, maybe she decided to come here and you are against it, just say blessings to them. Don't curse them like, because you didn't listen to me, I wish you bad luck, I wish you dead, I wish you blah blah blah. It's not okay. Like, it's not okay. Seriously, it's not okay. So if this kid is working here, your child is working here in Saudi Arabia, and you want this child to cater for the, like, to feed you, to take the siblings to school, same child. You know, these girls, they are just earning 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Some are even earning 25. For the newcomer, they're earning between 25 and 30,000. And you're expecting this child to pay the sibling school fees, to send you money for food, for upkeep and everything. Like, she ends up saving nothing. You know, before this child left Kenya or Uganda to come and work here, things were tough in your country. Because if things were easy, you will not come to Saudi if things are easy. The people that come to Saudi are risk takers, I mean. It's a very huge risk to come and work here. If you are on social media and you can see the things that are happening here, just know that if your child is here, it's a very huge risk. And it will be very bad if they leave this country the same way they came. Like, they have no savings because they have been sending all the money to you and saving zero. Some of the conditions, these kids, these daughters, our sisters here, some of them, they are even sleeping in the toilets. I'm not lying to you. Some of them are sleeping in the toilets. Some of them are sleeping in the corridors. Some of them are sleeping in the verandas. Some in the stores without AC. Like, the working conditions are very, very, very bad. You see, this Saudi is divided. Some people are lucky and some are totally unlucky. Like, some people are just living okay. They end up even renewing the contract and working even for 5 years. Others are living in hell, real hell. Imagine sleeping in the toilet. and then you work for 2 years and go back with nothing just because you are afraid your parent will curse you if you don't send them everything you're working for. Can you just be considerate, parents? I know you want to live best lives because your kids are working. But do you remember that you are eating the kids' seeds? They have not even planted those seeds. You are eating the seeds. So if you finish eating the seeds, what will they plant tomorrow? Why don't you just give them time to plant those seeds so that you eat the fruits instead of eating the seeds? This is why if you're coming from a poor family in Africa, the chances of you crossing that poverty line are very low, because you're coming from a poor family, a family that will depend on you. So you are not even financially stable yourself. Just start earning a little money and all responsibilities become yours. Like you have to take over. You have to be the parent now. You have to take care of your siblings, take them to school, take care of your parents and everything. At the end of the day, you save zero. Maybe you are taking care of your kids too. By the time you are old enough, you will now depend on the kids also because you didn't save. Why don't you help your kids to become better parents? This my channel, I normally check my audience. I normally check people that watch my content, and I have people that watch my content that are above 40 years. A larger percentage. They are above 30 years, 40 years. And I know above 40 years, they are parents. I have even people up to 60 years, they watch my content. And I know those people are parents. Why don't you make why don't you allow your kids to become better in life? Like, give them time to work on their future. Even if they have to support you, that's okay. I'm not against the idea of kids supporting parents, no. It's very much okay to support your parents. But you have to think about your future, because you are not going to work here forever. You cannot even admire to work in this country for more than 2 years, because most of the people that are working here, they're just enduring. Few are lucky. They have good employees, I mean. Very few. Imagine if you have to sleep in the toilet. How long will you sleep in that toilet? If you have just decided that you will persevere and finish your 2-year contract by sleeping in that toilet, eating leftovers, being shouted at, all the depression and everything, you've just decided, oh God, give me strength. I want to finish these 2 years. And your 2 years will amount to nothing, because your parents, they need everything that you're working for. Like, you're saving zero, like you want them to live better, so you are sending them everything. Because if you don't send them, they will curse you. They will say something negative. And you know those curses are very strong. Why don't you let these kids, like if they are working here, why don't you give them time? Let them at least have that little savings. Okay, they will support you, but just be contented with the little that they send you, so that they have something left for them to save. So that if they come back to Kenya or Uganda, if they come back to the country, they will still support you. Because if they are giving you everything when they are here, believe me, when they come back to the country, now they will be jobless. How will you survive now? They will not have changed anything. It's very unfortunate, by the way. It's very unfortunate if you are a parent and you are doing that to your kid. Sometimes we go through depression, and the only place that we can find peace is home, is from our family. Imagine your work. You're getting depressed from the work. You're getting depressed from your boss. The environment is toxic. And you're trying to call your family so that maybe they can give you some little peace. Maybe they can talk to you and you feel better. And they are adding stress on you. That's why you find some girls, they end up committing suicide. Because it's too much. They don't have anybody to share with. then they give up in life because they don't have that person that can give them hope. They don't have that person that can encourage them. Everywhere they turn, if they turn to their parents are toxic. The only thing that can come from their mouth are curses, nothing else. You find that some girls come here and they misbehave. They do things like you will look at somebody and you wonder, is she normal? Sometimes I come to think about it and I'm like, maybe it's the curses from the parents. Like this girl that this video I posted here, but YouTube pulled that video down because it was mistreatment of a child, that they don't allow such content on YouTube, so they pulled it down. This girl was soothing the baby using her leg. Like she is putting her leg inside the baby's mouth. Dirty legs. So I was wondering, is she normal? Why would she do something like that in this country, knowing the consequences of doing that? Even if it's not in this country, even if she will do something like that in Kenya or any other country, she will be punished, highly punished. And you know, she's the same girl. She's the one taking the video, doing that to an innocent child, a child that cannot even speak and defend herself. She's recording the video, soothing the baby using her leg, like stepping on the baby's face to make that baby sleep. When the baby is crying, she is putting her feet inside the baby's mouth. And she's laughing about it, and she's recording the video, and she went ahead and uploaded it on social media. I came to think maybe that girl was cast from home so that she can do something that will push that Arab boss to kill her or mistreat her, because obvious she uploaded that video on social media and it will be traced. They will know the source of that video. They will know the where the video was taken and who took the video. So they will catch up with her. Obviously, she will be arrested. That's not a joke. Do you want that to your kids? Please be wishing your kids well. Wish them success. If they succeed, better. Your life will be better too. Allow them to plant their seeds so that you can eat the fruits instead of eating the seed, and they will have nothing to plant, and tomorrow you will be suffering. There is also this girl that sent her mother her 2-year salary. 2-year salary. Like you're working and you're sending everything back at home. And upon going back home, the mother had saved zero. Like zero. Totally zero. Nothing. She even had rent arrears. She had school fees arrears. And now she was here crying on TikTok. But that video was live on TikTok. I will attach it here. She was crying on TikTok, pleading for well-wishers to help her pay her kids' school fees. She was now processing the documents to come back to Saudi Arabia because she has gone back to Kenya and she has nothing, totally nothing. She can't even afford to pay for her own medication to go to Qatar. Imagine your biological mother, your mother who carried you in her womb for 9 months, can do that to you. Like your child is just suffering here, sleeping in the toilet, sleeping on empty stomach, enduring all the quarrels from the boss, sleeping for less than 6 hours, to try and change your life back at home, to try and find something, to try and improve her lifestyle. And she's sending you the money and you are just spending it on unnecessary things, because even the mother had not even opened the business or built the house or bought any property. She worked here for more than 2 years. It was 2 years, I think 6 months before she left. She trusted her mother with her money, her own biological mother. And she's going home and the mother doesn't have anything. Like zero. So people had to contribute to take her kids back to school. And the mother is just okay with that.
do na sahi anataka kufungiwa nyumba na ako na mgonjwa. So request yake anaomba tu mumsupport. Mumsaidie kulipa keja, mumsaidie kununua food on the bag. So please guys, uko na huruma. Mtu mmoja tu namba yake hiyo. Bye. Ukiingia una mute nini? Ukiingia ukijua uko na yako una mute account yako tafadhali. So anarudi Saudia.
Anaenda Qatar. Job ameapply Qatar. Anaenda Qatar.
Lakini sasa pressure
anangoja ticket. Narudi Saudi.
Ndo nika cancel visa juu nilikuwa mgonjwa juu ya stress. Unajua hadi nishakunywa disumu. Ndio maana nikakosa kwenda.
Mama.
Sasa ndo nimeapply, ndo nimetoka medical juice.
Medical imetoka sawa?
Unarudi Qatar ama unarudi Saudia?
Saudi.
Anarudi Saudi. Nilikuwa niende Qatar but walikuwa wameniambia 1000. Sasa hiyo 7 niliambiwa mambo pesa nini, nikakuwa na stress mob. Nikakunywa hiyo sumu. Ikanipeleka vibaya. Sasa nikacancel sikwenda. Ndio sasa nikarudi kwa apply.
Nataka kujua hata ukijua watoto wako seka. Don't try.
Habari zenu.
Nzuri.
Okay, mimi nimesikia story ya huyu sister yetu. Nasikia vile anaongea. Mimi niko Saudia.
Nimetuma namba 077.
Hata kuna mtu ako na iPhone ama nini?
Kuna mtu anatumia hiyo phone.
Hebu nipinie hiyo namba. Nimetuma hapa sijui kwani kuji.
Hebu ongea hiyo namba nikifika nikukall.
07
Okay.
17.
Niandike. Na msiniulize kama nimeoga ama sijaoga. 07
70 8
07
17 8 42 43
42 43. Usioge kimbia hivyo. Unasema uende hivyo ukinuka kunuka.
Nimeenda hivyo ndio naambia msiniambie Silvia umeoga saa ngapi nini? Natoka.
Na kuna mtu anasema uchukue. Nimeona guy, mlikuwa mnasema nani achukuliwe? Sijui Chebet ama ni nani. Nimeona kitu kama hiyo mtu amenitag imepita.
Eti?
Okay. Kuna mtu nilikuwa nimeona wamesema achukuliwe hapa lakini imepita.
Hata mimi nimeona kuna mtu.
Alikuwa anasema chukua. So guys, chenye naweza waomba mpini hiyo namba hapo and nani repeat niyo kwa.
Anasema tumchukue Poeti ala. Sasa sijui Poeti ni nani Poeti.
Sasa mimi guys nawaomba tu msupportini tu tafadhali. Chochote uko nacho, let's support our sister. Tumsaidie. Kitu kingine na nini nitakwambia, Sheila, usichukie mamako ati juu amekula pesa. Usimchukie, ni mchungu. Na tunaweza sema huyo mama ni mbaya, lakini hatuwezi jua shida yenye alipitia ndio akatumia pesa. So ile kitu naweza kukuomba mami, usichukie your mom, mpende. Na ukienda usikose kumsupport, lakini kitu yenye nitakwambia usikuwa unamsupport na pesa ile mingi yenye ulikuwa unatuma mwanzo. Unanielewa? Hata ukirudi job, unajua kuna ile chuki unaekanga na mzazi juu alishakula. Unaweza kuwa uko na miaka 25, 26 kwenda juu, right? Mamako amekulea kutoka utotoni na umetumia mingi kuliko yenye amekutumia yako. Yes, ni uchungu. Lakini hiyo uchungu Mungu atakulipa. Ile kitu mimi nitakuomba, penda mamako, usimchukie, msamee. Hata ukiweza kabla utoke huko, ile siku God atafungua njia utoke, juu utatoka. Umwambie mam, kabla uende ufunguke roho umwambie mam, mimi ulinikosea. Lakini thank you so much. Juu nampenda, umwambie mam, mimi nakupenda. Yenye ulinikosea. Lakini nimekuambia mimi chenye nilikuwa nimekubeba, nimekusamea. Na acha nikwambie ukitoka hapo, Mungu atakufungulia njia, utaenda na utapata Mungu amekuonekania. Utaenda upate nyumba mzuri, utapata kile.
Jisevie pesa yako, usitrust mtu yeyote yule. Usitrust mtu yeyote, jisevie pesa yako mwenyewe.
Yeah.
So usichukia mamako ama akikuja kwa nyumba yani uko na ile uchungu. Tulia, wewe vumilia tu, ambia God asante niko uhai. Asante.
Kwa nini namba kuna mwenye anasema usome namba yako kwa M-Pesa? Yep.
Kiswahili cha Kenya. Kiswahili sikuwapeni.
Ndio imepiniwa hapo na nani blades.
Yeah. So, umesikia mami? Ndio maana ulikunywa sumu na hukukufa. Juu Mungu ako na mipango mizuri juu yako. Unaona? Huyo Mungu tu ndiye amekuleta hapa akakwambia jiongeze kwenye uko nayo.
Nishafungua account.
Ona, nani? Naweza omba nani? Enda tete. Kuna mtu ako na screen nani? Kuna mtu anatumia hiyo. Sheila. Hii namba ndio natumia kupigiwa. Ni tu.
Ni tu yenye niko na. Si utatuma pesa
yenye kuna record kwa maana inajirudia. Hivi kuna record stop record. Nani?
Kuna mtu ana record.
Huyo kwa hapa chini, uweke huyo anaitwa shida kusema
nani
ni nani sasa ana record?
Thank you. Wenye mnatumia
ana record.
Nani ana record?
Ana record. Atuje upate.
Nimetuma sana.
Shemoni.
Atapata shida ibishi yote.
Ona
nani anapata shida? Kuna yangu
mtu mmoja uweke nani? Hebu toa mtu mmoja uweke huyu anaitwa Poeti. Tafadhali.
Acha nimshukie.
Weka Poeti. Nimeshinda sikuwa nimeona sasa venye nimetagiwa ndio nimeona wameandika Poeti. Sorry. Aisoya nilipatana na video ya mwenye. Mwacha kurekodi. Kwanza mimi nachukia.
Thank you guys.
Na record upate like.
Kwenye namtumia pesa na sijui sioni majina.
Na wenye mko kwa comment continue inaitangwa aje?
Hello.
Pinin yake.
Watch your live. Sheila mambo. Sheila,
poa sana.
Uko poa? Jamani, nataka kusema hivi. Mnanisikia? Yes. Sheila amesema mtoto wake ni mgonjwa kitu ya kwanza, alafu rent anadaiwa 7,000. So I think before tumsaidie na hizi vitu vingine tuanze kutuma pesa ya rent.
Rendi tu ndio niko nayo na shida. Chakula kuna jirani sometime anawapea. Sasa hata amempendi ameze.
Hapana, tuachane na kupewa chakula. Hata wewe unataka kukula, si mtoto peke yake. So guys, wenye tuko hapa kuna namba ya M-Pesa imekuwa pinda hapo. Situmeni tu nia yenye tuko nayo. Tumsaidie ni dada yetu. Leo ni wewe pesa ni sisi.
Silvia, hebu mute account yako. Hebu mute nini yako? Hebu mute simu yako.
Sawa. Wenye hamkusikia, wenye hamkukua ni kuwa Silvia ndo alikuwa na echo. Wenye hamkukua Sheila alikuwa Saudi for 2 years and 3 months. So pesa yake aliamini mamake kama mtu mwingine vile angeamini mamake, akakuwa anamtumia mamake yote. Alikuja Kenya akidhani mamake amemwekea pesa, but mamake akapata hakumwekea hata shilingi. Hakuwa analipa rent, hakuwa analipia watoto fees. Sasa Sheila mahali yako landlord anakuja kila siku anadai, anamuuliza ulikuwa Saudia ni nini hawezi nilipa rent yangu? Mtoto ni mgonjwa, ana doya hosi. Alikunywa sumu last month, sasa ndo ana heal, at least ameenda medical, anataka kurudi tena Saudi. So right now tufocusini na watoto. Wengine sisi ni wazazi, wengine tutakuwa wazazi kesho. Mwenye ako na 100, mwenye ako na 50, 7,000 si pesa nyingi. Tuchangeni hii pesa ya rent, chakula. Mwenye ako na 50, I think tukituma more than 40 people to 50 people tutakuwa tumetoshea. Tusaidianeni tu. Tusaidianeni, tujikifika next end of mtu anakunywa sumu, si rahisi. Na si dadake mwenye amekula pesa, na si jirani, ni mamake mzazi. Unaona hizi mpiga, hizi mchukulia ubaya juu atamkasi ni mtu amemzaa. So kitu imebaki ni machozi tu. Unajua huwezi ketisha mamako mtukane.
Yeah.
Sasa kitu imebaki ni machozi tu. Inamuuma by the way. Kama ni wewe piga mahesabu ni ungekuwa na depression right now. Ndio maana imempeleka hadi amekunywa sumu. But Mungu bado anamtaka. She's still here. So tutumeni tu ni 100, ni 50, 150.
Ongezea hapo tuambie na wenye wako Kenya tafadhali. Kama uko amesema ako Bahati Nairobi, sijui Bahati Nairobi but
wenye wako within mimi mwenyewe niko Nairobi. Niache nisijui Nairobi vizuri. Sasa sijui tao mtu anapenda gari wapi za kuenda Bahati?
Yeah, mimi sijui. Mimi Nairobi naweza potea.
Leo ukipata au unapandia gari wapi? Hapo tisi alafu